Welcome back. Now before we get started, I wanted to take the opportunity to thank a couple of YouTubers who helped me redesign things. Firstly to Lisa, or Miss Shadow Painter, she's more commonly known, link to her channel below. She designed this avatar, this version of my avatar. She recently updated the model, as you can see. She also applied a new backdrop. I hope you like it. I do. I think it's beautiful. Thank you very much, Lisa. The second is to Devil's Advocate, who made the intro to this video and the outro that you'll see later on. By extension, also a thank you to Mim Headroom and the Satiristician, who helped with the musical aspect. Much appreciated, guys. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Video. This is an old one, but it's been sat in my messages for ages. I feel really guilty that I never answered Erica Lancaster and gave this video the attention it so rightly deserved. So, take it away. Was that blood? If it was, washing up liquid is not going to help you. Again to the is that blood thing, because if it is, do you really think it's wise to wash your hands when there are cups in the bowl? Or the sink at least? Getting blood over the... I mean, the blood's going to get into it because you're not using the right chemicals. I'm overthinking this. Carry on. Please tell me, after all of that, you are finally going to say something that may have a point.
Alright, let's look at your options here.
What options? I just want to get rid of him.
Bastard. I hate guys like this.
It's the norm.
You could finish him off. Kill him, I mean.
Overlooking your top-notch acting for 1 second, why do you have to kill a man?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, this should be good. Oh boy. Is this one of those moments where it's okay for a black man to be portrayed as a victim, even though he's not a victim, when in any other circumstance where it doesn't suit the message, it would be considered racist? Does any of this make sense? Or am I just talking shit?
Todd, Francie, Todd.
Hi, Todd. Hi, Francie. Francie. I have no idea. I'm Omegon. Nice to meet you both.
I'm sorry about the mess. I'll clean it up.
Yeah, you will, like right now.
I'm trying to decide what to do with him.
I am really curious now as to what Todd did that got him tied up and put on the floor. And I have no doubt you're going to provide a totally valid reason for this.
What happened?
Francie, take your shoes off. You're going to get blood all over the apartment.
If she takes her shoes off, won't she still be walking in the blood? So the blood will still manage to find its way around the apartment. Unless you're about to tell me that this young lady, Francie or Francine, can levitate without her shoes on, because that's the only way one can levitate. That acting, though.
That's your fault.
While the mess may indeed be the fault of the lady on the settee, because you have walked in the blood, hypothetically if the police ever got involved in whatever crime was committed that brought about this blood to be on the floor, they're not going to let the excuse of, well, it's her mess, fly. They'll consider you an accessory. Now, if you could all do me a favour and get to the point, that would be why the young man is on the floor tied up to begin with, because I really am curious now.
That's what he said.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
What?
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
He said I was asking for it.
Same shit. Wait, asking for what?
Finally, we're getting somewhere. Asking for what exactly? What could he have asked for that led for him to be bloodied, tied up, and on the floor?
Asking for a compliment.
What?
Asking for a compliment.
Yeah, I know, I heard it the first time, but seriously, what?
Oh, well, I could use a compliment. Can you give me a compliment, Todd?
I don't know if Todd can, but I could try. Let's see. You'd look a lot more attractive if there was no blood on your shoes. Your accent is nowhere near as annoying as Otterface's. Your chin seems to nestle rather well between your two hands there. Congratulations. I don't know if I'm doing as well as I'd like to believe I'm doing, so instead I'm going to hand it over and see if Todd can come up with something on his own or by force.
Shut up and stay down!
So you asked a man for a compliment, or Francie asked a man for a compliment. As he's about to speak, someone else tells him to shut up and stay down, even though he is wounded and hurt and tied up. Only to finish with a facial on the middle girl on the settee there. That face, though. Oh, that's beautiful. That's not the first facial she's taken, and I bet that's not the first time she's pulled that face when receiving it.
Kelly! That almost got my mouth!
You mean your eye, right? I mean, the sound comes out of your mouth, not your eye, right? Do you even biology, bro?
Wait, so did you ask?
Ask what?
For a compliment?
Does it sound like I asked for a compliment?
Jeez, I'm just asking.
I get the sneaky feeling this is going to involve luring someone back to your home to then violate them. We call that something else most of the time, but this, I get the feeling, wasn't for pleasure, or if it was, certainly not for the kind I'm thinking of.
So, she was on the train and the guy...
Todd.
Whatever.
He's staring at me like I have 10 heads or something, and he won't let it go.
If you had 10 heads, do you really think he'd be staring dead at you? At one head?
So it's her stop.
So I get off.
And he touches her.
You make it sound like he violated you on public transport. If the train was busy, he would have touched everyone. Maybe some intimately. Who knows? Some people were just mystery to us all. But of course, he touched you. I'm hoping you're going to provide more context. If he simply put his hand on your shoulder, I don't think he violated you. Or deserved to get beaten up.
Touches you? Where?
Let me tell the story, and enough with the slapping and the blood.
Please let her tell the story. I get the strange feeling the first person wasn't selling it as well as she could have.
He tapped her on the shoulder.
Called it. There was no way he was going to simply grab her butt cheeks and go honk honk. I think you're pretty. Tee, run away.
So I take my headphone out, and he says...
Don't answer what you said, pervert.
You look beautiful.
You sicken me, Todd. She is not beautiful. How dare you lie to her face like that? You deserve the beating. Wait, that's probably not why he got beaten up. I guess I need more information. Please continue.
So I say thanks, and I keep moving. And then I hear him whisper...
Tell us what else you said, motherfucker.
You have a great ass.
What? Sorry? Can't hear you?
You have a great ass.
Oh wow, yeah, you totally deserve to get beaten up for saying that. Now, I've said that to a few girls. I wonder if they'll beat me up if I say it. I might enjoy it though. I get the feeling that the message of this video is not to pay people compliments unless they ask for the compliment, which is a tad narcissistic. I don't see how it is wrong for someone to compliment your physical appearance. I really don't. But I do understand that there is a possibility where some push it. They go too far and they start to get a bit aggressive. But you've never implied this during this description so far. So I have to assume that it was, as you mentioned, whispered and therefore not intended for you to pick up on. Which, if that whispered compliment is what triggered you to the point where you beat the living crap out of this man, shows you as nothing more than an emotionally unstable psycho with extreme violent tendencies.
Should have kept your mouth shut.
Clearly. Why waste a compliment on someone who, well, is going to beat you up for it?
Didn't your daddy teach you to keep your thoughts to yourself? Probably not, to be fair.
Jeans though.
Oh,
Get
Jesus.
over yourself.
Bro, you've taken enough of a beating already from this psycho. Surely you're not that desperate to get your dick sucked that you will continue to pay compliments to someone who will violate you and beat you at every opportunity when you're nice.
I wear my tight pants because they make me feel good, not for your viewing pleasure.
Then why didn't you just say that instead of beating the man up? Bit of an overreaction when there was a civil option available, don't you think?
Look, appreciate, and keep your mouth shut.
All those compliments I paid you earlier? Yeah, I take them back. You're a shrew.
Alright, let's take him out back.
No, I think I'll spare this one. I think he's learned his lesson.
Boring. Alright, you're cool.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, that's so sweet and forgiving of you, to allow the man who paid you a nice compliment even though you didn't lay down the rule that he couldn't pay you a compliment by simply saying it. So instead you beat him up, you're letting him go. Brilliant.
That ass.
God bless you, baby.
Did you get a haircut?
Oh my god, yes I did. Do you like it?
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Is it me, or does this entire video seem very much like the movie Misery? Some women take a guy hostage, beat the crap out of him until he does what they want. Well, this is a fantastic tale of people who go full circle on retard. You basically beat the crap out of a guy who gave you a compliment because you didn't want a compliment but didn't simply tell him you didn't want a compliment, and end by being total hypocrites. Congratulations, further cementing your place as the greatest of all retard. Now before we finish, I released an update not too long ago, and I used a different avatar. Well, not a different avatar. Well, yes, it was different. I wanted to share with you the process of design that Christina Prime went through to create it. Please subscribe to her, by the way, she is immensely talented. Thank you all for listening.